With that being said, we also found out that Quadasia Johnson is indeed pregnant at this moment, 7 weeks pregnant, and her attorneys really tried to drive home that point with the judge in court today for her to be released. Yeah. The judge made some pretty straight up statements, one being that when this shooting happened, at one point, the actual alleged shooter, Quadasia Johnson in this case, fist bumped the father that she and Romeca Blackman have in common with their children, fist bumped him after the shooting. And the judge said, someone like that, basically, I'm essentially gonna, melt down his words into essentially what he said, does not deserve to be out roaming the streets. I think that's a very inflammatory thing to find out from witnesses that happened. Yeah. And witnesses, I do want to point out the fact that in this case, you got to give it up to the witnesses here to even get us to this point in this case. Because even in the video that you saw, the aftermath of this shooting, these officers that responded, they responded to a chaotic scene. And many of them look like this may have been the first day on the job. I mean, quite frankly. Not really understanding who was the shooter, not really understanding who were the witnesses, people walking through the crime scene. We saw that in the video, and so the witnesses said, hey, that's the shooter. That's the person you need to be arresting. That's the person that you need to look out for. And another thing that came out in court in terms of what witnesses saw and heard, they said after that first shot was fired, there was a pause. Why is that important? Somebody may say, okay, why is that important? That's important because you fire one shot at someone, they're down, you pause, and then you ramp up again, and other shots are then fired.
Are they
Why?
saying that's the reason for?
Well, look at that, cousin. Look who just got picked up like the last wig on the shelf at the beauty supply shop. What's her face name? Holly. I thought I was Untouchable Johnson. Yeah, they got her ass. The same woman who had the whole internet in a fucking frenzy and shit. Like she just didn't destroy everybody's life before breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like fucking ridiculous. And then had the nerve, her and her boyfriend, sitting up there on Thanksgiving Day, posing in matching outfits, looking like a mixtape album cover. Couples who should be in jail, volume 1. Sitting up there posing in matching outfits. Well, good thing she like matching outfits, because, yeah, all her cellmates gonna have on the same thing at 6 o'clock in the morning. Congratulations, girl. Everybody gonna have on the same thing. Orange tops, orange bottoms. You're gonna be in there looking like a traffic cone. Yep. Justice for Romeca. And to hell with you.
So Holly's aunt came out arrogant as always and said, oh, we've been waiting on this day to come. Oh, have y'all really? They were just very surprised they hit her with first-degree murder. And she said they know they won't stick. Okay, listen, the only time I see a charge and not stick is if the prosecutor do not have hard court evidence, okay? For the prosecutor to indict Holly with a TPO, with a CCL, with all of this evidence that Romeca is the aggressor. Oh, baby, 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 they got something up their sleeve. They got something up their sleeve. A prosecutor is not going to indict somebody without feeling they will win the case, okay? Because their name is on the line. We had talked about this before. Prosecutors do not like losing cases. They don't like losing cases. So for her to stick Holly with a first-degree murder charge, there is something that they are very confident about, okay? It's not that they don't know she shot the gun. Yeah, she admitted, I shot her in self-defense. Oh, they got that in the bag. Okay, like I said, the only time I see a charge and not stick is if the prosecutor do not have hardcore evidence, but they feel it in their gut, they done it. Oh, Chicago police got all the evidence. Look at the witnesses, the cameras, they got everything. Okay? She wasn't even like, why are you there? Why are you at the son's school? Absolutely no reason. Premeditated. Intentional to kill. Okay? Within months of getting all of these documents, you end up killing the person that you got the restraining order against. Chicago know what they doing, baby. So I think the aunt need to calm down. Just like Holly had wrote that message, something about the Thanksgiving outfits, and then she got locked up 24 hours later. Hey, auntie, close your lips. Close your lips. What they say, loose lips sink what? Sink ships. Hello.
Hello everyone, it's Alina. I want to take a moment and share with you these updates that just came out regarding the Holly Johnson and Romeca Meeks case. We learned today via Fox 32 News and Tia Ewing that on that fateful day that Romeca Meeks lost her life was actually the very first time Holly Johnson and Romeca saw each other in person. That's number one. A second point and update that has come forth per witness statements that have emerged from the case is that once Romeca Meeks was shot down, witnesses reported seeing Carlos Losue, Carlos Smith, that's his last name, and Holly Quadaja Johnson fist bumping after Romeca Meeks was laid out in a pool of blood. Also, what we know is that Holly Johnson did report having a restraining order against Romeca Meeks. However, we learned per the reports is that Romeca Meeks was never officially served. There was an attempt for her to be served, but it never happened. October, we know that there was another attempt for Romeca Meeks to be served. However, she was already deceased at that point. We know that this story is very tragic. Also, details have emerged, allegedly, that Holly Johnson is pregnant with her second child with Carlos. They currently share 8-month-old together, and we know that Romeca and Carlos share a son together as well. So this case, again, is very tragic. There's a lot of moving parts. Also, this evening, well, technically last night, Carlos did break his silence to Fox 32 News, and he shared, and I'm just kind of paraphrasing, that he did not have much to speak on because he knows that the truth is going to come out, and that the different statements that were coming forth from witnesses were not the correct narrative that of what really happened. And so he wasn't going to really speak at that moment. So this is a constant developing story. We know it's happened in September. If you're like me, who've been following this case, everybody wants to see the end. Everybody wants to see what is going to take place in the situation. We do know that Romeca Meeks' family has received justice in a sense because Holly Johnson was just charged with first-degree murder just on this Wednesday, this week, for the killing of the 31-year-old mother, Romeca Meeks. And so we know that the family has received that part of justice, but there is still one question that remains, and the people are asking, will Carlos Smith, Carlos Losue, be charged along with Holly? That's what people want to know. He was at the scene. There's a lot of talk of self-defense. We know, again, what the witness statement said. We know of what has been reported. And there's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of people who feel that this was a setup, that they came together to take Romeca's life senselessly. And from the witness statements, that is what looks very much so to be the truth. And so during this process, let's continue to keep Romeca Meeks' family lifted in prayer through all of this. Fox 32 is focusing also, I notice, on getting both sides of the story, so everyone can have a overview of all sides of what has transpired. But one thing for sure that we know tonight is there is a son without his mother, and his mother will never again be home. And we know that there are one unborn child and a 8-month-old child whose mother is in prison. So we have children who are suffering and families who are without their loved ones. And Romeca Meeks, from what we've learned, was a beautiful, just astonishing young woman who just surpassed in everything that she did. And it's a tragedy that her life was taken in this way and senselessly taken at the hand of gun violence. And so we will continue to follow this case and lift the family up in prayer. And may justice be served. May the truth come out, and may everything come in alignment as it's supposed to. Thank you guys for watching. It's Alina. Also, please feel free to, again, go on the news sites as well and check out those updates with Fox 32 News, fox32.com, as well as Tia Ewing. She is spearheading this and really getting to the bottom of it and making sure that the people know what's going on in all open transparency, which is really important, especially in these cases, in these situations. So thank you guys for watching. It's Alina. You guys take care. Don't forget to share, repost, like, comment, subscribe. Just let me know that you're here. God bless you and send you all love.
Y'all, so why the witnesses was really saying that Carlos was holding Romeca in the headlock, hitting her, and then he was like, Holly was telling her that she was about to pew her, and he was telling her that Holly got a pew, and it's being reported for real that Holly had blood on her, he had blood on him, and the only reason why Romeca's body was positioned that way was because one of the witnesses moved because her body hadn't fell in the damn street. Baby, when I tell you this is an open and shut case, that is why she has no bond. This is open and shut, girl. You thought you was about to get away with this foolishness. Like, you really thought it. And then, y'all, it's on video. The bus caught it on video. The bus caught the girl. That's why he did not let you out. When I say, and I heard the judge don't play, I ain't even gonna hold you. This gonna be the case that retired that judge. This gonna make history right here. Because why did you play like that? You should have never let that man gas you up. And I also feel like because he put his hands on her, they gonna see fit to goddamn arrest him too. Y'all, I cannot wait till this shit go to trial. I love this. Like, I'm loving this. This been 3 long months.
According to court records, Holly Johnson claimed that she is 7 weeks pregnant. So that means she got pregnant about 2 weeks into October, a month after Romeca passed away. Why are you out here getting pregnant knowing there was a possibility you was going to get charged, y'all? Because I think that lady thinks she was really going to get away. So y'all know when police are doing investigations, they do not tell the defendant what is going on. So that whole Thanksgiving fiesta they had, they did not know she was about to get indicted. They are not going to give you any hints because they don't want you to try to escape or anything. Listen, investigators are always going to be one step ahead of you. That's why when y'all see them shows, they just knock, come at your door. Hey, you got a first degree, whatever. You got charged. You're getting indicted. Let's go to jail. Let's get checked in, right? So, mamas, you was just moving very arrogant out here. The fact that you had your legs spread it open, busting wide open. It's like she tries to outsmart the system, right? You knew you had this possible charge coming, so you decided to lay on your back, spread your legs wide open, while Los shoot all up in there. Like, what kind of smart decision was that, okay? So, another thing we need to know, besides the witnesses, right? They said there were street cameras, but the street cameras probably did not catch, everything. The city bus cameras caught some clips, caught some scenes of the whole incident between Romeca and Holly, right? For instance, I believe that it caught Romeca getting back into the car willingly, right? And I also believe it caught, those two arguing while Los was pushing Holly back. I mean, it's 9 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. Do y'all know how busy Mondays are in the morning? The kids just got in school. People are going to work. City buses are moving. And this girl is out there toting a big old black gun, talking about, I'ma shoot you while people are looking. Like, you crazy. You crazy. And that's what the prosecutor is on. Prosecutor wants her. Like, they do not like that whole shooting in a school zone, okay? So this is why I feel like Romeca is going to win. There is a public outrage. And the fact that the prosecutors are still coming for Holly with all them documents, right? Even though Romeca turned around, whatever, even though she pulled up to the parked cars, the prosecutors still want Holly because it was done intentionally. It was done intentionally. You tried to say, oh, it was self-defense. I was in fear of my life. But yet you was stepping towards Romeca's car. That brings me to this point. Why was Romeca's body so close to Holly's car, okay? I believe Romeca got shot closer to her car, okay? They said that 2 witnesses had to move Romeca's body basically to kind of get her out of traffic because she dropped in the middle of the street. That's why she is so close to Holly's car. Not that she ran up where the baby was. No, she was actually closer to her car But her car was parked in the middle, so they had to move her body over, y'all. Fear of your life. Where was you in fear of your life at? Where? What part of the story?
Thank you to the state's attorney, to Detective Tiros. You did a great job. I truly appreciate it. To the Attorney General. It's been 3 months of pain and agony. I just want to say thank you, Lord. Thank you. Justice, please. I just want justice. I don't want to fight with nobody. I don't want to argue with nobody. I just want justice for my daughter. And I want peace in my family. This has been such a hard 3 months. It's been painful. It's been we've been torn apart. One of the leaders of our family. She was the baby, but she was the leader. The holidays are not holidays. I'm just grateful to God. And I am happy on today's verdict. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. And all I want is to be done, is justice to be done. I want justice so I can have a peace and mind. It won't bring her back, but it will be a little peace now. It feels like a big bundle just been lifted off my head and my heart. And I truly appreciate everyone that stood by me, rallied with me, supported me and my family, because it meant a lot. And I thank the world, because the world helped me and God. I thank y'all so much. I thank news people. I think the Facebook, social media. You guys was there for us. You guys stood there with us. You didn't let us down, and you still are there. And I thank y'all so, so much. I couldn't have did it without y'all. I couldn't have made it this far without y'all. You and you. I love you, girls. Thank you. You hear me? And I thank y'all so much.
We're happy with the verdict.
We're happy with the verdict. Justice for Meeks. 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 Justice for Meeks.
We won't keep you too much longer. But just wondering, how is your grandson doing? I know, this obviously.
Carlos is doing great. He has always been doing great. He has a strong mother. He has a strong grandmother. He has strong aunties. He has strong uncles. He has a village. Carlos may be hurt for the rest of his life, but we make sure he see rainbows in his clouds. Okay? Nothing will ever change about that. There is nothing he needs that we cannot provide. He is perfectly well. He is happy. He is thriving. And even when he feels his lowest, we pull him out of it together like we do with each other. He is a superstar like his mom, and he's going to show her better than he can tell her.
Yes. Can you say her name? Her name is
Your name? Frederica.
My name is Dreka. Dreka. And I'm the sister they don't like to put in front of the camera, so I'm going to leave now.
Of the support, yes. We had to be moved from 102 to courtroom 700 because of the support that's behind us. We overfilled the courtroom, and the other people couldn't sit down to hear their cases. So it was transferred to 700.
Yes, all is love, all is support. We as one. We did it. This is all family. We did
We
it.
paid the city fee.
Paint the city pink. Yes. Paint the city pink for you.
Yes.
Paint the city pink for you.
That's My name is Tina McMiller. We have a TINAMCMILLER. We have a song that was made for Romeca. Can we do one little verse for y'all? Y'all ready?
Yes.
Come on, let's go. We gon' shake the pity pink for you. Roll, we gon' take the city pink for you. Me.
We got it! Yo, we did it!
Love y'all.
Birthday to you! It's the best birthday gift ever!
So a lot of information came out in court today. Witnesses saying what they saw, but you were there. What's your reaction to what you heard came out in court today?
When I heard it, I'm just looking, you know, it was unbelievable, but I was there. And I know for a fact none of that happened, how they just explained it. But my truth will get out here, and I hope everybody understand. That's really it. I can't even say too much right now. You know, because it's just going to feel like I'm going against them, they going against me, we just going back and forth. But the truth is going to come out.
Well, let's walk through this. So on September 8th, investigators say Johnson and the father of her child were near his home. They drove Johnson to 20 West Romeca, where her car was parked. They placed their 6-month-old into Johnson's car in the back seat. Around the same time, Blackman had just dropped off her son at a nearby school and drove back to the area where Johnson and the father were. Witnesses told police the women argued. They reported the father pushing Johnson away and Blackman standing with her arms crossed. They say he then slammed a car door on Blackman and also put her in a chokehold. Prosecutors say Johnson broke free, and that is when, or I should say Blackman broke free, and that is when Blackman was shot once. And then that's when they say Johnson paused, then fired 2 more times. Police recovered 3 9mm casings there at that scene. Johnson legally owned the gun and claimed self-defense. Prosecutors say Blackman was unarmed. Her son turned 7 days after the shooting and is still asking to this very day, where is his mother?
Carlos may be hurt for the